In 1965, psychologist Martin Seligman conducted an experiment that would haunt psychology forever. He put dogs in a cage, gave them random electric shocks. At first, the dogs fought, trying to escape. They were alive, but after enough shocks, they stopped. Even when Seligman opened the cage door, the dogs just lay there. They had learned to be helpless. I'm not here to talk about dogs. I'm here to talk about you. At 19, you had chaos in your eyes. You argued about ideas at 2 a.m. You believed you were different. You had a fire that made people uncomfortable. But somewhere between your first real job and your third apartment, something shifted. You didn't burn out. You didn't break down. You just settled in. Here's what no one tells you. Settling feels exactly like peace. That's the trap. Bukowski said it best. The intelligent people are full of doubts, while the stupid ones are full of confidence. I'll add something. The ambitious people are full of fear they've disguised as being realistic. This video isn't about grinding harder. It's about recognizing whether you're actually living or just performing a convincing impression of it. The idea that you die at 25 isn't poetic nonsense. There's real biology behind it. Your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, finishes developing around age 25. Before that, your brain is under construction. It takes risks because it cannot fully calculate consequences. But here's what most people miss. It's not that your brain stops growing at 25. It starts optimizing for efficiency. Your brain hates burning calories. Thinking is expensive. So once it finds a pattern that works, wake up, commute, work, Netflix, sleep, it automates it. Psychologists call this automaticity. I call it conscious sleepwalking. You're not lazy, you're efficient, and that efficiency is killing you slowly. Here's a study that should disturb you. Harvard researchers found the average person spends 47% of their waking hours thinking about something other than what they're doing. Half your life gone on autopilot. Here's the cruel irony. The people most likely to drift aren't the failures. They're the moderately successful, the ones who got the degree, got the job, got the apartment. You got just enough to stop being hungry. That's not winning. That's a velvet prison. Napoleon Hill wrote a book so unsettling his family hid it for 70 years. It's called Outwitting the Devil. In it, Hill claims he interviewed the devil himself. Whether you believe that literally or metaphorically, the insight is terrifying. The devil says, "I don't need to destroy people. I just need to make them drift. Give me a person without definite purpose, and I own them." He describes something called hypnotic rhythm. Every habit you repeat becomes easier, then automatic, then invisible. You skip the gym once, then twice, then you don't have time. Then you're someone who doesn't work out. You didn't decide this, it just happened. The hypnotic rhythm doesn't feel like failure. It feels like, I'll start Monday. I'm being practical. This is what adults do. I'm tired. When researchers study people with terminal illness, they don't regret what they did. They regret what they convinced themselves they'd do later. The business they'd start when the time is right. The conversation they'd have when things calm down. The life they'd live once they figure it out. Later is where dreams go to die quietly. But understand this, the answer isn't to hustle harder. That's just another autopilot. You replace Netflix with productivity porn. Trade one cage for a shinier one. The answer is intentionality. So, how do you actually stop drifting? Not with motivation. Motivation is a sugar high. It crashes. You need something structural. Step 1, the brutal audit. Take 1 hour this week. No phone, no music, just you and paper. Write down how you spent your last 30 days. Not how you wish you spent them, how you actually spent them. Where did your hours go? Your money, your attention. Most people can't do this. The gap between who they think they are and what they actually do is too painful. But that pain is the crack where light gets in. Step 2. Design your non-negotiables. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Pick 2 or 3 things you do every single day, no matter what. 30 minutes of deep work before checking your phone. 1 honest conversation per day. Moving your body before noon. These aren't habits, they're proof you're still the pilot. Small hinges swing big doors. Step 3. Create healthy pressure. Most people don't need more freedom, they need more constraint. When everything is optional, nothing is urgent. The old advice was, burn your boats. That's reckless. Smarter approach, make your commitments visible. Tell someone what you're building. Publish before you're ready. Book the flight before you have the money. You're not burning boats, you're raising the stakes just enough that your brain wakes up. Step 4. Find your counterweight people. You become the average of the people you spend time with. You've heard that. Here's what people skip. It's not about finding successful people. It's about finding people who are awake, people who ask hard questions, people who aren't satisfied with the script, people who make you uncomfortable because they're actually trying. One real friend is worth 1,000 followers. I'm not going to tell you to wake up. That's cliché. I'm going to tell you something quieter. Notice. Notice when you say, I'm fine, but you're not. Notice when Sunday night fills you with dread. Notice when you scroll to avoid thinking. Notice when you defend a life you didn't consciously choose. That noticing, that's consciousness. That's the opposite of drift. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow. You don't have to blow up your life, but you have to stop lying to yourself. Benjamin Franklin's quote, "Most people die at 25 and are buried at 75, isn't a prophecy, it's a warning. Warnings are only useful if you hear them in time. So, here's my question. If you keep living exactly as you're living now, where are you in 10 years? Not where you hope to be, where you'll actually be. If that answer doesn't excite you, you know what you need to do. I'll see you in the next one.